you ever struggled to get new clients as an online running coach? Do you find that all of the people that you surround yourself with, they tell you the only way that you can get your coaching clients is by getting referrals from others, or from social media, or from any other marketing channel here? If that describes you, I want to share with you a super simple and powerful solution so you can effectively get an unlimited number of coaching clients over the longer term in your business. Plus, I'll share with you a super simple strategy that you can start to do right now to start to get at least 2 to 5 new running clients for your online coaching business, hopefully in the next 30 days. Let's dive in. Hi, I'm Sam. I'm the founder of Freedom in Marketing, and in this video, I want to share with you how you can get more online coaching clients without using social media, without word of mouth, and without trying to chase your clients everywhere they are. The strategy which I want to share with you here is quite simple, and I want to use my own running coach as a prime case study on how he does things in his business. I won't reveal his name or the brand of the business in this particular video, but essentially what he does, he has had a running podcast for several years. He publishes an episode most weeks. He's consistent in publishing new podcast episodes. I think there's maybe 200 episodes in total. One day, when he decided to take his online running business full time, had a podcast and just said, hey, I'm thinking of taking on some more running clients. Would you like me to coach you? If so, send me an email to this email address right here. I did just that. I received a pre-written reply with a little bit of personalization. Next thing I know, I sign up for his monthly running coaching, and that is without having a sales call. It's without any kind of referral or word of mouth. I live in Malaysia and there aren't many running coaches around, so no one could refer one to me, despite me trying to ask in the running community here to try and find a coach. This is without using social media. I personally don't use social media for anything other than business, so I did not find my running coach on social media, and this was without running paid ads or any other methods. It was quite simply, I listened to his podcast, he told me this is what I'm about to do. I was someone at the time who was actively looking for the running coach, contacted him, and then before I knew it, I became a client. So that is the case study. How can you do this yourself? In the long term, I would suggest that you start to create some kind of content on a regular and consistent basis. The reason for this is you want to share your ideas, you want to share your approach, you want to have conversations with other people in the running community, you want to help your potential target audience solve the biggest problems that they have as a runner. Perhaps you want to help people on shorter distances get faster. Perhaps you want to help people like me who like to run ultra marathons. That's entirely down to you. But if you can find out some of the biggest challenges and obstacles that people are having, you can then create longer form content is better, in my view. I'll explain why in a moment, in order to help your target audience solve their problems. And when you do this consistently over a long enough period of time, you will start to find that people who listen to your podcasts will start to enjoy listening to your podcasts, and they will actively listen to you for ideas on how to do things. They will actively take your advice, take your suggestions. When they go out to train, they will apply what they learn after listening to you. And when you start to get them the small wins and small results, simply by sharing your thoughts, experience, ideas with them, as soon as you then start to say, hey, I'm opening up the doors for a few new coaching clients, would you be interested? These are the first people that will come to you. I said a moment ago that I suggest long form content. There's a few reasons for this. The first is because I don't have any stats for this, but it kind of makes sense if you think about it, that if you are a coach, you want to attract your dream clients to your business. Your dream client would be someone who you find is easy to work with, self-motivated, they have the internal motivation that they want to succeed, they're passionate about what they do, they're open to feedback, and they have an obsession with growth, improvement, being a better version of themselves tomorrow than they were today. And in the running kind of context, the performance on their runs week to week to week to week can show this incremental progress. If you want to attract these kind of people to your business, you need to create content that these kind of people consume. If you want to have someone who is obsessed with self-improvement, getting better, becoming the best version of themselves, do you think they will typically sit and watch 2-minute clips on YouTube? Or would they prefer to listen to a longer form podcast where you have a deep dive into the subject? For me personally, I know that I like to listen to longer form podcasts, and what I like to do personally is I like to download a bunch of 1 hour plus long podcasts in a variety of topics, listen to them at 2x speed, and then I have them on when I go for my long runs. That's what I like to do. Can't speak for your target audience, but that's me personally, and that's why I prefer long form content, because the longer form content would be you are attracting people who are clearly more interested and more passionate and more enthusiastic about the learning process, which would mean they're much more likely to be driven and to stick at your process for longer, so they're much more likely to get the results. The second reason is that if you can create a podcast, for example, a podcast series or a video series on YouTube or whatever it is, I would suggest you do it on YouTube. The reason for that is YouTube is replacing Google as a search engine. When you probably notice that when you search for things on Google or Brave or whatever search engine you use now, it comes up with a summary from AI, and that it seems to be the trend that we're going on. Whereas people often use YouTube as a search engine too, so you can optimize your searches on YouTube for whatever it is that you want to do. So that's the first one, that you can actually use YouTube to rank you can actually use YouTube as a way for people to find you through search. And the second reason is that if you create a video, whether it's a 10-minute video, like a relatively short one like this, or a longer form video, what you can then do is you can convert the longer form video into an audio, and then you can publish it as your podcast. And you can then create segments of your longer form video, and you can publish those on YouTube as well at different time points. You can have someone go through your long form video and take out short clips. They can then use these short clips to promote your longer video across your social media channels and any other marketing platform you do. You can then get the transcript of all of your, and then you can use that to convert it into text-based marketing assets for your business, such as emails, social media posts, PDF resources, tools, whatever it is that you think would be appropriate to help your potential prospects and clients get bigger, better results. So what I'm trying to say is that if you can create 1 hour, 90 minutes, 2 hours of video content per week or per month, and then you have a system in place where you can repurpose it into different formats and different platforms, you are then going to be able to publish your content consistently across all the places and build an audience on video, in audios, podcast, on text. And then this is how you can expand your reach exponentially across the different platforms. But it's also how you can then make it as close to certain as you possibly can within reason, that you will be able to get your content in front of the right people. And that's how you can do it. The next step is you need to do this consistently and frequently. The reason why you need to do it consistently and frequently is because the consistency of doing it is what gets people's attention to start off with. You think with my running coach that I listened to one podcast and then decided that I want to become his coaching client and pay him $300 a month? No, of course not. I had to listen to his podcast for several months first, learn stuff from his podcast, find that, well, out of the 4 or 5 ultra running podcasts that I listen to, I align more with what this guy speaks about, so I want to work with him more than the other people. And that's kind of how it works. The consistency and frequency is first to get attention. You start to show up, people start to notice you. When you get the attention, that generates the interest. They'll start looking more into you, your brand, what you do, And then over time, they're going to buy into your ideas, they're going to buy into your system, buy into your framework, they're going to trust you in an increasingly untrusting environment. You're going to have fans of your brand who view you as a credible and authoritative source. And that is in the world of where anyone can wake up today and call themselves a running coach or a life coach or insert topic and put expert after it. When you can do what I suggested here, where you can create these fans of your brand by creating high value content they actually like and find valuable, and you do it consistently and frequently, this is how you're going to build up this target audience. So you will be in a position that all you have to do is mention in a video or a podcast or whatever it is, to simply invite people to email you to find out more about what the offer is that you have. That's how you do it in the long term. What to do in the short term. So if you're starting out and you have no following on social media, no email list, nobody at all, I can't help you. If you do have a following on social media, or you do have an email list, or you do have a little bit of a brand that you're working on at the moment, but it's not quite full time, this is what to do. You can simply create an offer. You put the offer as a title of something along the lines of, let me help you achieve your next running goal in the next 30 days. You then say, I'm looking for 2 to 5 new clients. Would you be interested in learning more about this? If so, send me an email or send me a digital message. People who are interested are going to contact you. Pre-write an email out which explains and describes what your offer is, what it's going to do to them, what's included in your coaching package, how it's going to help them, the price point, and what to do next. Invite the people who are interested to have a consultation call with you to see if you're a right fit. You can go directly for the sale if you want, but if you don't already have your existing audience and creating content, it's best to then go for a consultation call first, because you don't already have that inbuilt trust that fans of your content would already have. If you have the consultation call, don't go into it with the view of a sales call. Make it clear it's not a sales call. Just kind of say you want to have a chat about what your running goals are, and just to see if you can actually help them. If people can't do the call, offer to have some kind of a communication, maybe with voice notes. Maybe you ask them what their goals are, what problems, challenges they're having, and then you can create a video helping them afterwards. And then only after you've done that, you can give value to them, you can help them first. All you have to do after that is just simply invite them to try it for a month, or why don't you try it for a few months until your race goal, and then a few people are going to join. Obviously with all of this, it is a numbers game. If you have an existing fan base and target audience, it would be, and you create content consistently using the strategy I told you in the video, it's quite easy, because all you have to do is just simply talk about your coaching business, talk about the case studies, success stories, and then invite people to join a wait list. So when a new spot opens, they are first. And if you don't have an existing audience, just tell people what you're doing, invite people to contact you, give them a pre-written email or pre-written document outlining the offer, invite them for a consultation call where you are about to specifically help them get a problem, give them value. After the call, invite them to join your coaching program. And if you follow this strategy and it doesn't work first time, perfectly normal. If you follow this strategy and it doesn't work after 5 times, it's still a normal kind of thing. You just have to kind of put things out there, test it. Does it work? Does it not work? If it doesn't work, why not? Try something different. My own personal philosophy is that you fail your way to success. And what I mean by that is that you simply just try so many different ideas and so many different approaches that eventually you're going to get it right. Because the more times that things go wrong, the more failures that you accumulate in terms of this didn't work, this didn't work, this didn't work. Over time, this builds your wisdom, your gut feeling on what works, what doesn't work. When you have that intuition, you kind of know what to do and what will work, and then eventually it will work. That's all I've got for you in that video. If you are a running coach and would like to explore ways where I can help you get your next clients using the strategies in this video, you'll find how you can contact me in the description below. At the time of recording, I have a special offer for about 2 or 3 people. The offer is that I want to help you get your next 2 to 5 clients in the next 30 days for free. If I can deliver on my promise and get you 2 to 5 new clients, then I will receive my fee after you've received the money. And that's basically it. More information in the description below. Make it a great day. If you'd like to know more about the different areas that I've spoke about in this business, about how to get more clients more consistently, how to create high value content that your target audience actually want to receive, you'll find all of this in the other videos surrounding this one on YouTube, or there'll be links popping up on the screen which will allow you to click onto them. That's all I've got. See you in the next video.